Hello and welcome back. My name is Hilda, and today I would like to talk about the idea of whether you can really ever escape who you were. Now, this idea came to me when I was watching the movie Love Hurts, and this is not a comment on the movie itself, it's not a movie review. There may be some spoilers, so continue at your own risk. But basically, Love Hurts is about a guy named Marvin. He is an affable real estate agent helping people find their forever home. What you don't know in the beginning of the movie is that he actually used to be a hitman for his gangster brother called Knuckles, and he used to be very, very good at it. Very cold, very ruthless. This is completely opposite to how you first meet Marvin. He is kind, he is sweet, he is unassuming. He tries his best to make the people around him happy and be supportive. Now his world is upended when Rose comes back into all of their lives. Rose is someone that he was supposed to have killed, but because he was in love with her, he couldn't, of course. And now she wants her life back, and she's dragging everyone back to the surface, essentially. Who Marvin has become, the affable real estate agent, is completely incongruous with who he was as a hitman for his brother. Now, as the movie goes on, we start to realize that Marvin became a hitman not because it's something he enjoys, something he was drawn to, but because it's something that his brother had him do. His brother made him into a monster, and he was very good at it. But Marvin believes that who he truly is actually the affable real estate agent. That is who he is at his most core self. However, people like Rose and Knuckles and other people in that world don't want to let go of who he used to be. He is and always will be the hitman for Knuckles. But the truth is, does he? I think it used to be easier to move on from your mistakes, to grow up, to make mistakes even, to learn from them, to become someone different, someone new, to realize that who you were when you were 10 or 15 or 20 or 25 is not necessarily going to be the same as who you are when you're 40 or 45 or 70. Life is about experiences, it's about growing, it's about changing, and it's about learning. In today's society where social media is everywhere, everyone's on their phone constantly, everyone's filming, everyone's trying to go viral, and just people are doing such stupid things for no reason, chasing clout, trying to get famous, often at the expense of other people. But beyond that, social media has provided us a forum to share our thoughts and opinions. And in that moment, when you share an opinion, whatever your favorite social media is, or a video, or a comment, or whatever the case may be, that may represent who you are in that moment. But will that comment represent who you are a year from that day? What about 5 years or 10 years? A lot of the times, people will unearth various celebrity comments. Things that may have been said as a joke, something that may have been understood for what it was when it was sent out. But now the mindset of people has changed, and now they might look down on that or think it's XYZ. Culture, life, people, everything changes. But do you think it's fair to penalize someone? I'm not talking specifically celebrities here, but to penalize someone for something that they said when they were 15 or 20, when it's been years, maybe even decades later, especially if you know that person and you know that that is not who this person is, at least not anymore. Are you able to recognize that people can be stupid and still be good people? That people can make bad choices, sometimes really bad, and still be good people? That our mistakes don't define us, but whether we learn from them and move forward does. Are you a person that accepts people for who they are in the present? Or are you a person that is bent on judging them for who they used to be? Ultimately, in Love Hurts, Marvin does channel his hitman in order to be free of his brother, in order to fight back, in order to get his life back, and in order to save Rose, of course. Becoming who he used to be, it was a means to an end, nothing more. A lot of the times the people in our lives want to fit us into boxes that suit them. And sometimes who you were wasn't even a bad person. Maybe you didn't make a mistake or put something out on social media that will be misconstrued later. Maybe it is simply that, in my case, I was always known as the person who liked chocolate. So people would give me chocolate. They would expect me to eat the chocolate. I no longer want to be the person who eats the chocolate or has the frappuccino. That is what I was used to. That is what people knew me for. That is how people sometimes think they will make me happy. And while I appreciate the thought, It's not who I want to be anymore. But even something as simple as that can sometimes be hard for people to wrap their minds around. Anything that changes who they thought you were, however innocuous, can really turn things on their head. Sometimes things are more serious. Maybe you used to always go out with a certain group of friends. You would always get drunk and party. And maybe you've grown out of that. You've decided that is not the life for you. But your friends still want to do that. They still see you as that person. They will still try to get you to drink, or in my case, to eat the chocolate, to have dessert, to have a little bit extra. And it can be really hard to always have to say no, because people will wonder, well, why not? What's wrong? Why are you changing? And not really giving a chance or realizing that sometimes change is for the good, change is for the better, that who you used to be may not have been the best version of yourself, and that people that are true friends will accept the new you, even if it is different, and realize that it's okay to change. And conversely, you would also have to realize that they may not change. And in some cases that may mean lost friendships. But sometimes that is the price that we have to pay on the journey to become the best version of ourselves. And sometimes people around us will try to put us in a box that we don't belong in, that we never belonged in, but we played along for so long that sometimes we forget who we really are. Marvin was a hitman for so long. When he left, he was lost, and he found real estate, found something that he was really good at and passionate about. And he realized who he was meant to be all along. Now, obviously, in a movie, there are some hijinks that ensue, of course. That is not representative of real life. At least I hope not. But even though our lives are smaller on scale than a film, we're still worth it. And we should not be put in a box of any kind. I am a multifaceted person. I have good things and bad things about me. Different people will have different viewpoints, and that's okay. I want to be a better me. I hope you'll want to be a better you as well. So ultimately, do I think you can escape who you were? I hope so. I hope in real life that we are. And I hope that when we try to judge people from far away through the computer or through our phones, that we stop and realize that the people on the other end are real, that they have lives, that they have mistakes, that they have good things and bad things about them, just like you do, just like I do. And give them grace. Take them at face value. They continue doing the same thing. Realize maybe they're just a bad person. That is possible. But if a person is otherwise good, makes good choices, and has made mistakes, or simply has decided to outgrow a habit or something that you associated with them, it's okay. Let them grow to become the person that they want to be. Realize that it is just as much their choice as it is your choice, whether to continue that relationship, whatever form that may take, but let them be. I want to believe that we can escape who we were, because that's the only way we can become who we want to be. So, I'm going to leave it here for now. Hopefully, you will feel comfortable enough to make a comment. I would love to continue the discussion and maybe even give a like and thumbs up. Definitely always helps the YouTube algorithm, as you know. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video and our next discussion. Bye for now.